Trails of Purpose was sparked out of a desire to serve our nation's greatest service people. It's about taking somebody who came in who feels like they're walled off, they're guarded, they're an island, they're on their own, and they're isolated. And it takes 3 hours and some horses and some good food to get them to feel like, wait, you know what, maybe there is a community out here that gets me. We operate free of cost to every veteran that walks in. We believe in community. We believe in rekindling passion in lives of American veterans. We walk alongside our veterans, and we partner with horses in the road to healing.
Our next guest father was one of the victims of the 9/11 attacks on the World Trade Center. And now 20 years later, she's honoring her late father's legacy by using her expertise to provide mental health support and a sense of community to veterans and their families. Joining us now is President and Executive Director of Trails of Purpose, Kayla Arestivo. Thank you so much for joining us today, Kayla.
Hi, Allison. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So, Kayla, the 20th anniversary of 9/11, it's approaching. I know you lost someone very close to you, your dad. Tell us about that and how it led to you to do what you do today with nonprofit Trails of Purpose.
Right. So my father, William Lawrence Fallon Jr., worked on the 103rd floor of the North Twin Tower. He was IT manager for Cantor Fitzgerald, eSpeed within Cantor Fitzgerald. I was 8 at the time. And so I understood pieces of what was going on and not fully grasped the full picture because I was 8. Yeah. And that led to a very long battle in my adolescence of overcoming trauma and the effects that it has, and just really starting to understand the world in a different light, maybe in a way that an 8-year-old never should, or in a way that anybody really should. And so through that battle with mental health and depression and suicide attempts and struggles with addiction as I got older, and it really led to me having a heart for helping others going through trauma. And I decided to put my pain to a purpose. And the members of Al-Qaeda who took so much from me and my family years ago weren't going to have the best of the rest of my life. And so in 2019, my husband, Kyle, and I founded Trails of Purpose, which is a 501c3 that provides free mental health care through licensed professional counselors to military service members, active, retired, and their spouses and dependents.
Hey, Kayla, I was reading about your story, and I know you mentioned you were 8, right? So you said some things hit you, but that pain took throughout years, right? Eating disorders, night terrors, and you went to counseling, but you said really what you needed was a community. And so you formed this, and there's veterans out there who are going through the same thing. They're suffering from mental illness. How do the horses on the farm help these veterans and get through these struggles that they're going through from PTSD or depression?
Right. Well, it just breaks down some barriers. There is such a mental health stigma that we're overcoming as a society pretty well, I would say, in America in 2021. We're getting there. But within the military, I'd say that we're fighting a stronghold there. And so to have mental health counseling in a setting that is on a farm with these large animals, getting out and moving and doing things. Our service members don't want to sit still in an office. It's just not what they want to do. It's not what they signed up for. So this gets to break down those barriers and provide something that kind of gets everybody moving and feeling a little more free to talk and feels more natural for them.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Kayla, right now we know a lot of veterans are feeling helpless and they're distressed over the current situation in Afghanistan. Has this been something you've encountered, and how do you work to help them through that? Have you been talking to veterans who are going through things right now?
So I am a counselor in residency in the state of Virginia. So I, along with 2 other counselors, see some the clients here. We see somewhere about 40 to 60 clients a week. We have in the past couple of weeks seen an increase in 2 things. It's twofold. One piece is an increase in the amount of clients who are looking for support right now. So intakes are flooding in. And the second piece would be then that the current clients that we have are dealing with some triggers that have been going on every day, being just kind of dealing with what's going on with social media and talking about Afghanistan and what could have been done better, and feelings of regret and loss and all resurfacing. And it's also challenging to say, Is it just Afghanistan? Has it been COVID? Is it the mandates that were just put on the military, that they feel their hands are tied? There's so many other things in the last year and a half or so, but we're definitely seeing a spike right now, and it's coming to a crisis head for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And Kayla, I know you're located in Chesapeake, Virginia, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and for people that want to find out more information, they can go to your website. We have that on our screen, and there's also, we have a suicide prevention hotline up there as well. Kayla, we appreciate you coming on and everything that you're doing, for veterans and people suffering from this. Best of luck to you, and we are thinking of you.
Thank you so much, Allison.
Of course.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.